What is something free from the internet, which everyone should take advantage of? 10minutemail.com. If a website is asking for your email, and you don't want your original email to be spammed, you can use the email found on this website that self-destructs after 10 minutes. Edit: I only expected this to receive a couple of upvotes, and I am surprised this became so popular. So I would like to add that some people in the replies suggest using tempmail.org, and it's definitely much better than 10-minute mail because the email does not self-destruct after 10 minutes and 10-minute mail is blocked on more domains than tempmail. Edit 2. Here are some other alternatives. www.gorillamail.com. This one self-destructs after an hour. www.mailinator.com. Though, I am unsure if it is free. Clipmails.com. This one self-destructs after a day. Generator.email. This one allows you to select from a variety of domains. The Internet Archive has tons of stuff: full-length movies, old-time radio drama, comedy, science fiction, etc. MS-DOS games you can play online or arcade games you can play online. There exists a game you can play for free online called Duck Quest 2: Romancing the Bone. Archive.org. Out of all the comments here, this is the one that's gonna make me grab my laptop. Edit: this is a very confusing game and I'm not at all satisfied with it. Edit 2: I got beat up by 3 lesbians and the game ended. Is there a mobile app for this game? Asking for a friend. It's me, I'm the friend. Hurry up and spill it. Wolfram Alpha. Ike, if it's already been said, but Wolfram Alpha was a lifesaver for checking answers when taking Calc 1 to 3 in college. Definitely useful for all sorts of answers, but answers for science and math questions, it's great. Wolfram Alpha is legit the best online calculator. It's super powerful and explains it. I would also add that Desmus is a great online graphing software. Google Scholar. If you type that in and then look up anything you want, the results are all scholarly work. If you type in volcanoes, you will get an absolute ton of scientific documents about volcanoes, any research that is being done on them, any papers that have been written about them, any data you might want is there. Next time you write a paper for a science class, check out Google Scholar. Edit 1. Thanks everyone for the awards. While it is true that a lot of things require payment, but if you're a college student and you have a student email, you should be able to access a lot of the information. And then see Hub. All you do is type the DOI of your chosen research paper and you get a free, although not quite legal, PDF. Perfect if you don't have access to a particular library. Just to tie in an LPT I've seen kicking around, if you email some of the paper's authors, they'll probably send you a PDF for free. They're allowed to distribute their own work directly, just not en masse. Wikipedia. We take that site for granted, big time. There are few things in this world that do not have a Wikipedia page. People have dedicated hours, days, even their entire lives, to filling the site up with all the knowledge one could ever need. All that information is free. Want to learn about the history of the escalator? Wikipedia has it. Interested in the Civil War? You bet you can find it on Wikipedia. Wikipedia will not be around forever, folks. Use it while you have it. Read random articles. It's fun. I'm one of those dorks that donates the $3 they awkwardly ask for each year. Worth it. Edit: I guess since this is still doing numbers, UCAP shared with me an article about how Wikipedia doesn't really need these small donations. I donated occasionally, though recently unsubscribed from their mailing list after they sent a suggestion that I could include Wikipedia in my will. Trying too hard there, I think. This made me laugh so hard, ha ha ha. Credle.io, a free resume builder site. You fill it out like an online application and it generates your resume in different styles for you. Landed me a couple of jobs after I started using it. Edit: thank you for the awards everyone, but I'd like to give credit where it's due. Big thanks to Yusuf Carey, creator of the site. Online courses and guides. The fact that you can learn anything for free at home is amazing. Like 40 years ago, you had to actually pay for lessons and go away from your home. Nowadays you can do everything online. Want to learn knitting? You got it. Want to learn to speak a foreign language? You got that too. Want to study for an upcoming test? You can, but you probably won't. Isn't the internet just amazing? Want to study for an upcoming test? You can, but you probably won't. Why did you have to make it so personal? It's always personal. Now get off your couch, stop eating popcorn, put on a shirt and study for your test. Joke's on you, I'm already wearing a shirt, good thing he didn't say anything about pants. You basically did already enough for your test, you can go easy on yourself, mate. Slightly controversial but library Genesis. Almost every science textbook you could ever want for free. However, you're not compensating authors' publishers for their work, so the morality is debated. But if you want access to knowledge for free, there it is. I haven't ever encountered any issues like viruses either. Hi, published scientist here. Even through textbooks, we don't make any money off of that. We get our money directly from research grants. Oftentimes, through universities we are working at. Uni pays us X dollars under the understanding we will be filling out and filing for tons of grants. Grants pay us to do specific research we are skilled in. They reap the rewards, fame, usefulness, and we get credit for the discovery and an attaboy. I have a published article through my research with plants and medicine. It's published in the Omega Scientific Journal, but I'm not doxing myself, so that's as far as I'll admit to it. Anyhow, you the viewer would have to pay to see the full article in some instances. However, neither me or my colleagues see even 1 penny of it. That's all on the publishers. We're not bothered one bit by you having gotten the article somehow for free. Most of us want to share our work as much as possible. We're huge nerds. Reddit.com. You could use Stremio instead, higher quality and subtitles come with it. I like Stremio too. But, have you ever used Kodi before? I save these threads every time they come up and never reference them again. That one government website where you can find old assets in your name and claim them for money. I think I heard about it on Reddit actually. I haven't been able to claim anything personally, but I've helped my parents claim about $200 worth. Wish I could remember the name of it. Edit. In the US the website is unclaimed.org, basically a directory, each state has its own separate page. Also, thanks for my first award and for my most upvoted comment ever. DuckDuckGo. Removes political filters and echo chambers from your searches. How does that work exactly? It doesn't tailor current searches based on past searches. It also doesn't sell your data to advertisers, and you can delete all browsing data at the push of one button. I believe it's ads on searches. The ones that pop to the top before the thing you're actually searching for. Alright, cool, that makes sense. Thanks. Find out where people, both famous and non-famous, are buried. Read what's inscribed on their monuments, read obits, and see comments posted by viewers. Find a Grave can also be a helpful site for doing free family genealogy and locating where people have been interred that you lost touch with over time. Findagrave.com. I never found out where a loved one was buried after his funeral. Thank you for posting this, as I was finally able to find it. Thank you so much for sharing this, Chaka Marie. Your comment is heartwarming and much appreciated. Archive.org. Tons of free music, audiobooks, news reports, newspaper scans, video games, software and movies. If you haven't already, please look for anything important you have saved on a USB stick or on your hard drive and archive it here if you find it important or interesting enough. This site is awesome. The best feature about archive.org is the Wayback Machine. It's saved me so many times when I need to look at a page on a website but it was taken down. Top AskReddit posts from the past which people like you can repost so that you can get a lot of upvotes and awards. Did you just wake up and choose violence? I'm a little late, but if you're ever feeling stressed, or feeling the itch to travel when you can't, you should try Window Swap. Just click the button and it will randomly take you to a recorded video of the view out random folks' windows all over the world. You can even upload your own window footage for others to enjoy. It's so calming. Ada, recorded, these aren't live. It'd be neat if they were, but part of why I love it isn't the real-time aspect, but rather just getting to see a random snapshot of what some other human looks at in their day-to-day life. Bro. I was watching this Russian cam, and then the whole thing shook up like crazy and I was like earthquake. Then an ominous black figure covered the whole screen. Meow. Adblock. I'd recommend uBlock Origin nowadays. This uBlock has been the go-to alternative for the best part of the last 6 to 7 years now. Free open source software. There are great free alternatives out there for lots of paid software. I tried to explain this to a supervisor once, in a very sales-driven field, and she just absolutely couldn't comprehend the whole concept that useful stuff could be available for free. Wait till she hears about the library. It was more like extreme skepticism that anybody would spend so much time working on stuff and not making any money from it, as well as doubts about quality control. But when somebody has already made their mind up about something, it's hard to get them to understand it. I mean, those are valid concerns. Most people don't work for free, and there isn't much accountability for hobby projects. Of course, I know good free software exists, I use plenty of it, but I 100% understand the skepticism.